Hello again everyone, Age of June here, and we're back with another League of Legends single-player shoutcast. Back, and we're going to be watching Hikashikun on Teemo Jungle again. It's been a while since I did that. I know a lot of you liked that, and honestly I do too, because it's really funny to see just Teemo in the jungle. It's great, but I did want to go ahead and do something. I took a look at his build in this game. So I wanted to look at one that was different from last game, as I believe in the last game I cast with him, he was actually AP. In this one, he went more AD. So I wanted to go ahead and cast this one. There's a lot more that I could do. He is spamming the crap out of it right now. I know he had been decayed down to at least Platinum. I'm not sure how far down he went. So he's been really doing a lot of games as Jungle Teemo. So I had plenty of options to go from. And like I said, I chose this one simply because of... Ooh, Janet's about to die. Chose this one simply because of the fact that he does go with a more AD heavy build. And I think that's kind of cool. So we'll see how that ends up going here. Very, very, very happy to see him again. He does actually, from what I understand, stream. Unfortunately, it's always when I'm at work. So I can't watch it even if I wanted to. Which I kind of do sometimes, but... yeah, he does stream, so definitely check him out. His Twitter, I'll try to link that in the description below. Hopefully I will remember. And then, of course, you could follow that to his stream if he does indeed stream. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm almost certain. And I'd imagine he would probably explain what he's doing and everything, which is kind of cool. Oh, man. Oh, that just barely missed. That would almost definitely have been a dead Caitlyn had that hit. And the question is, are they going to be forced back from this? It is warded, so the enemy team knows everybody's here. I really don't know. Ooh, got vision of her. In goes the Maokai, lands the stun onto the Pantheon there. In comes Zed as well, and the red team is actually forced to go back. Teemo's engaging on that blue buff now, but the red team is still sitting around. Zed is chasing down the Pantheon. Oh, the pull comes from the Blitzcrank onto the Ahri, but in the meantime, Zed was able to finish off that Pantheon. The pull was actually followed through by the Maokai there. Did not end up taking down Pantheon, or sorry, didn't end up taking down the Ahri who got pulled, but they did manage to go ahead and take down that Pantheon, which is great news for them. It's going to help that mid lane a lot. Maokai immediately went ahead and headed back, and then teleported up to top lane. He is going to be coming to lane with five potions, so that's going to help him quite a bit. But we are going to be following Hikashikun here, who again, this right here is really the thing with Jungle Teemo. You've got to hit just the right spot, because if you do, you don't take really any damage whatsoever from the buffs, so you can get them for free. If you don't, of course, you're going to be taking a ton of damage, because those monsters do actually do a lot. But Hikashikun has definitely got it down as to where to go. And honestly, that's why I like casting his games, just because, you know, for anybody who wants to try this on their own, it's a really good way to see it, because you can see exactly where to go. If you go right there on the grass, blue buff just goes back and forth. The poison keeps him aggroed, of course, as well as the auto attacks, so that he just keeps coming back, never actually completely resets, and you're able to get the blue buff or the red buff or whatever without really taking much damage at all. If we look at his potions here, he looks like he has 2 left, and I don't know that he even bought a full 5 or 4. And now he's coming in here for a gank on the Rumble. Rumble's taking a lot of damage. He got the red buff slow. Rumble may not end up going down. Oh yeah, he is. Oh, Hikashikun very low. Couple minion auto attacks are going to be enough to finish him off, but it's not going to happen. He's going to survive that, though, just barely, thanks to that ticking heal potion. And Rumble's going to be forced to go back here. He got really low. The only thing that saved him, of course, was that shield. So very nice reaction time by him there. I thought for sure that he was going to die, but he did end up surviving. So good news for him. Not so good for Hikashikun, because he actually did blow his flash for that. But it shouldn't be too big of a deal, as he does still have move quick, and that does allow him to chase people down pretty well. And as long as you've got red buff and stuff, you're going to have a pretty good time. So we'll see if he ends up being able to do that. I would imagine he definitely will, but it should be cool. Should be cool. In the meantime, though, I don't know if he's heading over to the double golems. It kind of looks like it, yeah. And I believe he has those measured just right as well. And you do see him maneuvering into position. There you go. That's what it is right there. He got just out of position again. He took so little damage there that it's already healed back up. Not even forced to pop a potion. The Wraiths, I believe, that's not the case for them. You gotta fight them all out. Although, he's doing a little bit of kiting, but he's got the damage now that he's able to take them down pretty quick. He's got Madreds. So he's definitely going for that Feral Flare, which I did see last time. He went for the Feral Flare in that one too, because it is a very strong item on Teemo. Getting that attack speed plus the heal on hit is really just huge for him. Ari got really low there again. The poison just ticks over time and does so much damage. She didn't die again, but she got really close. Zed probably could jump to her and ignite if she's not careful. In he goes though onto the bot lane. Caitlyn's able to get out of that with really no problem whatsoever, though. The CC from Janna landed there onto the Blitzcrank, which pulled him back. Apparently Zed did indeed decide to go for that, and ended up dying because of it. Is he going to go back for this? No, he's going to go for that double golems. This is usually where I see the AD carries pull the monsters to, because as long as you're in this bush, they tend to just reset and walk back and forth. And that's exactly what he did there. But I usually don't see it over here, but he actually has done that pretty well as well. But going back to the race now, just continuing on his jungle here, I would imagine he's probably going to rush at least to the Wriggles first. That would be my guess. He may be rushing to 6. But, I mean, really, he's not really doing all that much in the way of rushing, as he is actually doing a lot of ganking. Caitlyn not going to get out of this. She goes down to Zed. Zed's going to be forced to... Actually, he's going to be fine. The rest of his team was there to follow up, and he's going to be fine. In the meantime, Hikashikun did go ahead and come to the mid lane to go ahead and defend that a little bit if needed. Wasn't too needed, and now... Yeah, he's going back there again. He knows that his mid laner's not going to be able to be there, and in the meantime, his mid laner went ahead and went bottom to go ahead and shove that. In the meantime, Rumble's getting a lot of damage in this tower up here, but honestly, that's probably a pretty good trade. Gotta watch out for Ari, though. If she hits him with one of those skill shots, he'll take a lot of damage really fast. But he's gonna be fine, gonna be able to get out of this with no problem, and it looks like he's probably headed down back to the double golems. Or actually, he's gonna go ahead and head back here. Just kidding. He has enough gold, I would assume, for that. Wriggles? I think so. I think that's enough gold. No! That's right. He goes with the double jungle items. I always forget about that. Spirit Stone and the Madreds. Because, you know, the two passives, they actually are different. So these do stack. And this gives him the extra sustain, as well as having the extra damage on monsters from this. So he ends up doing a lot of damage and healing himself up. And with the fact that he's taking so little damage, he's able to just survive with really no problem whatsoever. Just look at him. He's sitting there at full health the entire time. And really, I mean, that works great for him. Again, the grass there is the border of where you want to pull that to reset that red buff. And he's got this down to a science. It's kind of amazing, really, just seeing how well he knows that. Which, honestly, given the fact that he does play it so much, I can't say I'm surprised. He plays the heck out of Jungle Teemo, so he's going to know exactly what he needs to do. But even still, it's definitely very amazing to see. And now he is 6, so he is going around and just warding up. Right, ward skins. Warding up with, you know, shrooms and stuff. Actually going to go for the dragon here. And he does, like I said, he's got the double jungle items. So he's going to have the sustain. I think he'll actually probably be pretty good, especially with the dragon resets there. He pulls him back just enough to reset. Just a couple times. There you go. Resets him again. Out comes the smite, and dragon is going to go down. He got down to about a quarter health. So had anybody come, he definitely would have died. But he knew that they had it warded. I mean, his team had it pink warded. So he knew that the red team had no idea he was doing that. So the likelihood of them coming up there at that time, really slim. So he went ahead and went for it, got the dragon with no problem. And that's definitely going to help his team out a lot. Going to go ahead and grab the CS mid lane until the Zed can get here, which is just right about now. And then head right back into his jungle. The Rumble scouted down here to go for that, just to place a ward, actually, to see about Hikashikun. And he does see him now. He saw the blue buff, so he went ahead and pinged it. Hikashikun's gonna be able to get this blue buff with no problem though. In comes the Pantheon ult, and the Shroom is right there. Out comes the Rumble ult. I think Hikashikun's gonna die. Yeah, he does end up going down, and his ult ends up, or his double buffs end up going to Pantheon there. So that's definitely pretty unfortunate there, all because of this ward right here. A very nicely placed ward by Rumble there, getting him in there just the right time. He knew exactly what was going on there. But the jungle Teemo has actually gone back, has the boots now, as well as a longsword. Still just building the attack. Not going to finish any of these items at the moment, apparently. So just kind of sticking with the damage for now. Which honestly, given the fact that he does have that sustain, I can't say I blame him. It's working for him. It's working really well. He's got those health potion. Not really going to need much more from what we've seen. There we go. Right on in. Again, yeah, he did die there and give up the double buffs, but I believe he gave up double buffs to the... Yeah, he gave it up to Pantheon, who's exactly who you wanted to have. If you have to give it to somebody, Pantheon's definitely the best one, because he's not a laner. And... Ooh, a lot of damage coming out there again. And he got the dragon. He got dragon, which honestly really 100% offsets anything he lost there. And I think he's actually getting ready for a bit of a counter jungle here. If Pantheon comes in, no, it's not going to end up happening. Pantheon's headed back, as is Hikashikun. Right. I really hope I say his name right. I'm not 100% certain. But imagine the Hikashi part I'm correct on. But I'm not sure if it's Kun or Kun. I think it's Kun. Hikashikun. But I don't know. One thing about the jungle Teemo, he does have a lot of vision control. Those shrooms all over the place, he gets vision of everything. He knows where everyone is. Obviously in this side of the jungle. Doesn't know on the other side, but he does know that one. Ooh, teleport coming in from the Yokai. Lots of damage onto the Janna there. She dodges that though. Out comes the heal. The teleport coming in here as well from Rumble. But it's actually going to be a 5 versus 3. So this is about to go very poorly for them. Lots of damage coming out from Teemo. Down goes the Corki. In goes Pantheon. Gets punted up by the Maokai. But they actually are all on the run. Hikashikun forced to flash there. He may end up dying here. Down he goes, yes, to actually Pantheon again. Does not go to the Caitlyn, even though her ult was just about to kill him. I believe it did just enough damage that the Pantheon was able to finish off, but Ari comes down for cleanup duty now, and this may be an ace. Well, delayed ace, as the Corki is already up. Oh, he decides to pull her under the tower. She's just about dead. Not gonna die, but really close. And of course, nobody from the blue team's even close, so she's gonna be able to get out of this with no problem. But that's gonna be a free turret there for the red team, which is not good at all for the blue team. Alright, so we see a dagger pick up here. Get that extra attack speed, which works really well with the Medreds and with the Spirit Stone there, because it gives him that extra heal, gives him that extra mana, and then of course gives him that extra damage as well. So definitely scales pretty well off of that. Don't know if we'll see any sort of cooldown reduction. I'm not certain. I know that would be really good, just to go ahead and get as many shrooms out there as possible, but he is building more AP, or AD, sorry. So a lot of times when people build the AD, they don't go as heavily into cooldown reduction. So we'll see if he ends up going for something that's really good as that, or if he ends up going for just pure damage. My guess, probably pure damage, but I'm not 100% certain. Well, I mean, I could just look at my other screen and then I'd be certain, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. I noticed it's AD, and that's really all that matters. Nice gank up there from the Zed getting a kill, and wow, that Wraith died fast. Very nice indeed. And we see him headed down here to the mid lane again. He's doing a really good job of covering for his mid laner, because the Ahri, while the mid laner has roamed a lot, Ahri hasn't been able to finish off this tower. She's done a lot of damage to it, but she hasn't been able to finish it off yet. Oh, man. Blitzcrank could have landed a pull there, had Pantheon stuck around a little bit longer, and that would have gone really bad for the Pantheon. Didn't happen, though. He got out of there just in time. The Maokai did go ahead and grab that top tower there, so that's a lot more global gold. And Teemo down here to go. Oh! Walks in just in time to smite steal that. I don't know who would have gotten it had he not used the smite on it, as it might actually have gone to the Kate. She had a Q already on the way there. But either way, he ended up going ahead, smite stealing it, just to make sure his team gets it, or to make sure the rest of his team didn't get it. But I'm going to go with to make sure that his team got it. I think that was the case. And now he's back. There we go. Now he's upgraded to the Wriggles there, so he'll be pretty quickly getting the Feral Flare. Unfortunately, the... Oh wait, never mind. There it is. Feral Flare stacks, 21. I had to find them on the UI here. And not really going to do too much there. Shutdown coming out onto Pantheon there, which is great for them. And Hikashikun's just doing his best to stack up that Feral Flare for the moment. He knows his team pretty well has this in the mid lane, so he's not concerned about that at all. And now he's warding up around here. Well, warding and shrooming up. Just making sure that the enemy team does not have vision. And so that he does have vision if they decide to come. Because he does, as we've seen before, take a decent amount of damage from this dragon. He's now just letting his team zone them while he grabs the dragon. He was able to get that dragon 100% free again, and that is the second dragon of the game there, which is great for him and for his team. And really, the red team had no way to contest it at all. It was a 4 versus 4 right there, just defending Hikashikun. And then, had they gone for it, Hikashikun could have turned around and joined in. Ooh, in they go now. Down goes that Rumble. In comes Pantheon, able to go ahead and do a lot of damage. The Zed going for the Caitlyn. She ends up going down. And the Pantheon goes down as well to Corki. Ahri's hanging around, but she's not really going to be able to do too much. She needs to fall back. There are 3 people here. So if she's not careful, she's going to go down. There we go. She does get out of this with no problem. And Hikashikun goes back to the jungle, getting really close to the Feral Flare. 4 monster kills away. Unfortunately, I believe his teammates are actually going for... Oh, in comes Ahri, and she's just taking a lot of damage now from him. And back to the jungle. Knows he's not going to be able to... Doesn't even try to chase. He knows he's not going to be able to catch her. She has flash, and I would imagine he knows this. So he figures there's really no reason. You got her ult. There might as well just go ahead and fall back. And he did. Fell back, went straight for those jungle minions again, so he can go ahead and grab up those Feral Flare stacks. I also like this. This is where the Rumble came from last time. And he wanted to make absolutely certain that didn't happen. So he went ahead and planted a mushroom there. This time, if Rumble was to come around, he'd come across the mushroom. Hikashikun would know, and he would be 100% ready for whatever was going to happen. Still like how the health little things. I love how they just kind of swirl around and everything. Oh, out comes that ward. It's picked up by the sweeper, but it's a little too late as she is gone, so she's not going to be deleting that one. And there we go, 1 stack. Wait, Feral Flare unleashed. 29 stacks of Feral Flare? Okay, there we go. I guess it was just saying, hey, your next one, we'll go ahead and start stacking that. I didn't think I was crazy that it was going off and actually stacking Feral Flare the whole time, but no, it wasn't. It was stacking into Feral Flare, and there we go. Gets in his stealthy form just so he can get that extra passive boost there to his attack speed. So if they end up fighting this here, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage really fast. But now, they're going to go ahead and back off here. He's going to head back up into his jungle and go ahead and, I guess, grab red buff. Get that extra stack there and get the extra slow as well. And the burn. That's still slow, right? Okay, good. Yeah, I was 99% certain it's still slowed, but that would be just like me. I mean, I don't jungle, so it'd be... I could totally see it that would happen. There was a pink ward there. They didn't see it. So the enemy team knows exactly where they are. Oh, Pantheon, you better watch out. In they go. Janna taking damage there from Hikashikun. And Blitzcrank got charmed. Down goes the Pantheon, actually. That's a rampage for Maokai, which is great news for them. Blitzcrank getting really low, but in goes the Zed. Gonna go for Rumble? No, he went for Caitlyn. She's gonna end up going down there. And meantime, Hikashikun flashes away from Ari. Down he goes. That is an unstoppable Ari. She's able to take down the Corki as well. In goes Janna amusingly onto the Mayokai. Janna down. Ari still alive. Getting pretty dangerous here. Zed's going to go ahead and head back though. Oh man, Zed is coming. Zed's coming for you, Ari. You better run. Out comes her Zonya's. She's dead. Yeah, as soon as she came up, they were ready for her, and she ended up going down. That is shutdown gold there to Mayokai. Maokai's now really deadly. 613. He's probably got a lot of gold sitting in his inventory. 1,500, not bad. Not as much as I thought. But now Hikashikun is on his way back out. He's currently 034, but he went ahead and picked up a Runans there, so he's going to be able to do a lot of damage to a lot of people. Especially once that, I believe... the bolts do apply on-hit effects, which would be the passive there from the Feral Flare. I think, yeah, that would do it. So that's definitely going to be really good. It'll also do that one against monsters, but the Feral Flare, of course, is the big one, because that works against the champions as well. And that'll heal him up, that'll give him more sustain, a lot more damage, and it's going to be against multiple people, as well as applying his poison to all those people. So he's going to get a lot of extra damage from this, and of course he does have that massive attack speed boost from that as well. So he's going to be doing a lot of damage really fast. So that plus that I could definitely see doing really well together. Wow. Yeah, that really demonstrates it right there. What is that? Is that Feral Flare? I've never noticed the floating ball of doom there. But anyway, he's on his way over to this fight here. Mayokai goes in. Out comes the pull onto that Rumble. That's another kill there for Mayokai. Janna getting really low, but she's not going down there thanks to that charm from Ari. Had it not been for that charm, she actually probably would have. But not going to end up happening. But that is going to give the blue team the opportunity to go ahead and siege here, as pretty much the entire red team was forced back there. They're going to be able to get this tower for sure. And in the meantime, looks like Hikashikun is on his way down there for the dragon. He had that timed perfectly. Gets the attack speed boost from his passive, and then immediately goes in on dragon. Got him resetting again, and he's going to be able to get this one for free as well. It's already down to half health. It looks like his team's actually going to help with this one, although now he definitely doesn't need it. And yeah, that is the third dragon of the game there for the blue team. Nicely secured by Hikashikun every time. Hikashikun. Because, I mean, like this time, he had that timed exactly. He was ready, waiting, already halfway through the passive timer. And he, as soon as it popped out, used that passive and went for the dragon. Took it down nearly instantly. And got his team a lot of gold. I think he might be headed over to the blue buff here. Janna warded up right here, and they know about it because she put it right onto one of his mushrooms. And there we go. Out comes that blue buff kill. And gonna go ahead and get the white as well. Hey, he's here. Why not? Get him another stack of Feral Flare. He's up to 10 already. He is already up to 10 stacks of Feral Flare, which means he's gonna be doing a lot more damage. I think that's the only thing that does, right? Yeah, the stacks do. Yeah, they just do extra damage, and of course the heal. Working on his passive now. Not going to end up going for it, though. Had Rumble gone forward, he actually would have gone for that. But Rumble decided against it. So he's just going to go ahead and shove forward instead. Clears out waves really fast with that Hurricane. On most champions, Runan's Hurricane is definitely considered a troll item. On Teemo, especially Jungle Teemo, I can actually see it being a legit item, and we're really seeing it this time. So far, it has been. He's going for the recurve bow and the dagger, going for yet more attack speed. What is his attack speed right now? Am I able to see? Yeah. Right there. There we go. Yeah, 21. This is attack speed. I don't really know what that translates to. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But Legendary comes out there, and the blue team is continuing to shove this up. Are we going to see them go for anything? We may see them go for the blue buff over here, as it is spawned. Zed starts it, and they're going to go ahead and clear out the enemy wards. There we go. Teemo gives it. Nope, he doesn't go ahead and take it, which again, that does give him a lot more in the way of those mushrooms, thanks to the blue buff. And of course, it also gives him another stack onto Feral Flare. He's up to 13 now, thanks to that kill right there. So, Just stacking up that damage, stacks on stacks. Super deadly. The longer the game goes on, I mean, it feels like he's going to be doing more and more damage. Especially given that the way that the Feral Flare works. Holy crap, he just instantly cleared it. Engagement happening up here. Mayokai trying to get out of this. He's going to be fine. He is very tanky now. I mean, he's got the... Yeah, he's got Spirit Visage, Warden's Mail, and of course the Rod of Ages, which is not fully stacked quite yet. No, actually it is fully stacked. So yeah, he's definitely very dangerous. Out comes those... Yeah, they're going in, they're walking on shrooms. So that, of course, is going to get him some assists. Oh, in he goes onto the Caitlyn. She's getting really low. That's going to pop. She's going to die. And the question is Janna going to die as well? They are also going for the Ahri here. And in the meantime, yeah, Teemo did a decent amount of that and actually got the kill there onto Ahri. Janna is going to go down, and that's going to be an assist there for Hikashikun thanks to that shroom. Which, oh, the rage that Janna must be feeling right now. I hate walking across the shrooms. You're like, I'm good, and then all of a sudden shroom, and that allows them to catch up to you, and you're like, really? Really? I had that. Yeah, but they're going for the Baron here. Teleport coming in from Rumble. He's gotta watch out though. Out comes his ulti. They're gonna be splitting, and yeah, that's gonna go to Hikashikun there. He's better watch out, like I said, because it's a 4 versus 1. If they decide to engage this, he'll go down really fast. Now he's gonna go ahead and get out. In goes the Corki though, wanting to go for this, and just does some damage to him. Now they're gonna go ahead and back off. Lots of pings here from the blue team. Says, watch out. And actually the red team saying, hey, shove this now. We can do that right now. Because they know that the blue team's going to be headed back. Hikashikun's hanging around to go ahead and try to zone them off a little bit. But now he's got to watch out because he got really low. Oh, man. Nice. Just barely got out of range there. And, yeah, barely got out of range of the ult there. Mayokai going in. And Caitlyn getting really low. I did notice as well that the Blitzcrank went ahead and used his Face in the Mountain on the off chance that her ult actually had gone off. So... they were ready, and he still probably would not have died. But still, it was a pretty close one, and he ended up getting out of range just in time anyway. So, it didn't end up mattering, and they were able to go ahead and take down the Janna as well, as his team was not quite as low as the red team had thought. They were doing pretty well. The Baron buff, of course, was able to heal them up and make them a lot more dangerous than they thought. Stacking up the passive again. Getting that passive so he can just rip that tower to shreds. There we go. Go straight for it. Pew, pew, pew. Holy cow, look at that attack speed. Dang. Yeah, it goes down so fast. So fast. There we go. He does have Zeal now. Yet more attack speed, critical strike, and move speed. So he really hadn't built much in the way of AD. Most of it is just on hit because he's got the Wit's End as well. So that's even more magic damage there. So really, he's just building on hit. He's going on hit Teemo and just decimating things with it. Because his attack speed is so fast that he just deals a lot of on hit damage. And he's dealing it to 3 people at once. Oh man, if these guys don't watch... Actually, he's the one who has to kind of watch out here. Is he going to go for something here? Or is he going to head back? There's a Pantheon coming. Pantheon could go down really fast. They definitely don't know he's here. In goes the Corki, in goes Teemo as well, and just look how fast they drop there. Oh, he goes down though thanks to that Zhonya's. And that was just enough to allow that Rumble to go ahead and take him out before dying. So very amusingly placed Zhonya's there from the Rumble. He had his Flame Spitter on. It was just enough to finish off Hikashikun. So that was definitely unfortunate for Hikashikun. But they may end up going for this dragon now. Blue team seems to be wanting to go for a pick here. They've got Blitzcrank ready. Oh, Corki just jumps in and misses the big one. She goes ahead and jumps right away that way. In comes Pantheon. Corki, you better watch it. Blitzcrank is there silencing the Pantheon. Out comes the Kate ulti onto Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank doesn't care. And Mayokai was there to go ahead and save them as well. Janna, that's not where you want to be. That's not where you want to be at all. Goodbye, Janna. Ends up going down to the Zed because she was trying to avoid Hikashikun. She's like, that's okay, I'll get executed. Oh, Nope. Give another kill to the godlike Zed instead. Probably should have arranged these. So I'm sorry that I didn't. Fixing that now. There we go. Alright, so we've got El Bakuro as Mayokai. Go ahead and follow him around. The Rumble is ex-Thunder God. Zed is played by, holy crap, Quiluo Lisheng. Quiluo Lisheng. Yeah, Pain Kills is the Ari. The Kalen is Tall White Bro. And Zaganox is the Corky. Blitzcrank, Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail, really. Alright, DGB is the Janna. Caspar is the Pantheon. And of course, Hikashikun is the Teemo. No surprise there. Alright, 30 stacks now. He's up to 30 stacks. That is so dangerous. On the plus side for the red team, the Spirit Stone does not actually trigger off of champions. So it's really not doing him all that much anymore. As honestly, he's got enough lifesteal from their like Feral Flare that at this point in time, Spirit Stone's really not doing much for him at all. Maybe a little extra damage onto the monsters, but even with that, he doesn't even need that. He just rips through things. Going for the tower now, and I don't know that. I think on hit effects still work on towers, but I'm not 100% certain on that. Either way, he's got enough damage that he's able to take it down really. Oh, yeah, he's got enough attack speed. He's able to take it down pretty fast. I think on hit effects affects that, but I'm not 100% certain. And there we go. Props up that passive again. Working on just keeping that as much as possible. If the Blitzcrank landed a pull there, whoever he pulled would have been dead. The passive was still mostly active there. I think it's had a couple seconds left, and Teemo would have just destroyed them. Gonna go get some more of those Feral Flare stacks, man. He's up to 33 now, and he just rips anything he attacks to shreds really fast. He's got the red buff as well, and that enemy team needs to watch out. He's warding it up with the mushrooms, of course, just getting that vision as well, and these minions are shoving here. Red team went top. He's going to go ahead and get that passive going. No, he didn't even go for it. Said, I don't need that attack speed, and he's going for the tower right now. Out comes that Janna shield, though, so it's not going to go down. Not even going to take that much damage. Did take some, though. Did take some. There we go. Alright, so right now, just kind of hovering around here. Again, now he's going for that passive, and he is going to have that when he comes out. Another 40% attack speed. I don't know what number here is the attack speed cap, because I don't know what that means. Oh wait. Oh, it's 2.5. Okay, so that is 2.5 attacks per second. That's what that is. I was looking at it wrong there. Alright, so 2.5 attacks per second. I believe that is actually cap. Lots of action going on up here as well. Rumble ulti chased them away, but they were able to take down Ari first. Out comes the Zhonya's from Rumble. He's gonna be forced to flash out of this, and not actually. Oh, there's Hikashikun. He was right there in the middle of it, and I didn't even notice. Nice pull from Blitzcrank. That's a dead Pantheon as well, and yeah. I guess he went ahead and moved quick right up here to go ahead and engage on that battle with his allies. And now most of the red team is dead. That's a dead Zed, though. Dead Zed. And that's a tower gone. They're going to be able to get this inhibitor, I believe. Oh. Blitzcrank pull almost landed. Had that landed, she'd be dead too. Hikashikun ripping her apart, but she was ahead and exhausts him. Exhaust is down, though, and he's going for the Rumble. Rumble going down fast. With this many people, it's a really dangerous thing to go for it. Ari comes out, though, trying to do some work. Ends up being forced to use her Zhonya's. Hits a Shroom. She's going to go down as well. I do not believe... Yeah, Hikashikun's over here getting more Feral Flare stacks at the moment. In the meantime, his allies are just cleaning up over here. Legendary. That's a legendary Mayokai. Ooh, the teleport, or the ulti coming out from Pantheon. Gets the stun onto Corky, but the root comes out from Mayokai, and that means he is actually going to be able to survive. Oh, just kidding. Just kidding. But in the meantime, Hikashikun's like, hey guys, I'm getting your tower. Pantheon's going for the Maokai, but I don't think he'll be able to take him down. But in the meantime, of course, that was a lot of damage onto that tower again. It will heal up over time, so that's definitely good for them. And now he's back in the jungle, getting those Feral Flare stacks again. Let's see how much gold he has here. He's currently sitting on 4,000 gold. We'll probably see him go back pretty soon. He's going to get the blue buff again to go ahead and get that cooldown reduction. And the mana, most of the cooldown reduction. And there we go, he's headed back. And now we see the Triforce. Goes ahead, grabs that Trinity Force there, gonna get him a little bit more attack speed again, but overall just a lot of damage on all the things. And of course gets him increased move speed as well. So he's gonna be really deadly when he comes back out there again. When next time somebody runs across, he's gonna just destroy them almost instantly. He's also got a Quicksilver Sash, which will be very good against the Pantheon Stun and the Ahri Charm, I believe. It'll go ahead and clear both of those, which is definitely good news for him, because those have been causing quite a bit of trouble. As, you know, if he gets stunned there, he's going to be going down. Oh, is he clearing it up, or is he actually going to go for this? He's going to go for it. He puts down a Shroom so that Maokai can teleport in and immediately engages onto the Baron there. Nicely placed Shroom. Rumble and Janna, everybody's on their way here. Oh, the pull comes out from Blitzcrank. Down goes that Rumble, actually goes down to Hikashikun. And Pantheon teleporting in. He's going to teleport into a dead Baron. And he's going to end up going down as well. Yeah, he goes down. Actually gets killed by Corki. Flash comes out from Janna. Blue Trinket to go ahead and see her. Meantime, Ahri's down there shoving bot, but that's really not going to do you much good when the enemy is shoving up your mid lane. And that's a pretty big wave there, so Hikashikun's almost definitely going to be able to get this tower off of this. There's really nothing that the red team can do to go ahead and defend it, especially with Maokai being here as well. Yeah, it's gone. Inhibitor's going to go down as well. Ahri just went down to the Corki up there. That's probably going to end up being GG. A little bit more damage coming out from Hikashikun onto that tower there. And there we go. This may be the end right here. Down goes that tower really fast again. Down goes the second Nexus tower. And yeah, that is indeed going to be the end of this game. Oh! Nope. Down it goes before they manage to go and finish her off. So that is going to be the end of this game. Again, I wanted to see the more AD focused, but at the same time, I guess it's more on hit focused. So, still really cool to see though. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I know I enjoyed watching it, and just watching, just going with pew, 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 pew. Machine Gun Teemo, man. Machine Gun Teemo. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night. Bye.